And welcome back to the Tom and Terry Corner.
Good morning, everybody. Baseball time. Past week was Father's Day. So obviously, we wished a happy Father's Day to everybody last week. Terry wasn't here. And Terry, you guys obviously missed it. The next day, our tweet of the week from Jose Canseco, where he wished everyone, even A-Rod. Psych! Just kidding. Happy Father's Day, but everyone but A-Rod.
That is so funny, man.
A-Rod slept with his wife, right?
Correct.
But at the same time, like, if you keep bringing it up, does that not say, like, every time, if I was A-Rod, I'm like, yeah, dude, got you. You know what I mean?
I'm in your thoughts every day.
I mean, every day it's like, yeah. And
I'm living rent free in your head all day.
You know what? I was just about to say. My daughter uses that all the time.
Yeah,
living in your head, rent free. I mean, it's like, dude.
But
like,
Josie Conseco's getting 400,000 views on that though.
I guess. I mean, I just don't understand it. I mean, just go beat the guy up, whatever. I mean,
All right. Controversy of the week in St. Louis. Should there be an argument fight over this?
Renato makes quick work of Caleb Durbin, the 8th batter. Ooh, went down at the end of that route.
So Wilson Contreras for the Cardinals
Brewers
playing
dugout
first.
getting on Contreras a little bit after him and Durbin came together, and Contreras is saying, "Come on."
Yeah, it's interesting, and Wilson Contreras hasn't played first base.
Oh, what did he step
backed
back?
up. He backed up.
Yeah.
Now,
He
with that
steps back
said,
just a little bit, but you don't want to hang around that bag. That might be the inexperience of the former catcher.
He backed up.
which is true, which is fine. But where's that runner supposed to be? Where y'all told me.
Well, he's coming to the bag. You're allowed to leave.
Because my first baseman is standing in fair territory.
That's why they have the double first base in college. Just go with it.
My first baseman is standing in fair territory right now.
Yeah, but he's trying to get. You're allowed to come back into fair territory.
He's already out. Get away from me. Don't touch me. You're out.
No, he's out. Yeah.
Right. He's out.
I think it's mutual here. I think both of them are doing something wrong.
Well, here's my question though: would the runner not be out anyway for being interference right here? That we've had this discussion the whole time, or whatever it is. Because look where his last step is. He's definitely inside the baseline.
It kind of makes you.
It's not
think,
illegal to be inside the baseline though, Kevin.
But he
It's
would have
not
been out,
illegal.
right?
If he runs into him there because he's a couple
What
steps
if
up.
he's
Yeah,
made-
if he runs
Because
into
he's
that
not in the
ball-
where the
ball-
baseline he's supposed
yeah,
to. We've
the
had
ball
this
comes out.
conversation plenty of times.
What if he's getting ready to make a throw to third
Right.
to get another runner
Right.
out, and then this happens?
Right.
Because he's already out.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you call, you're going to throw somebody out of the game.
Exactly.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I don't think my first baseman's in the wrong, and I don't even
That
like him
might
at
be-
all.
Is inexperience.
It's
he's
not.
out
It's not
already.
egregious
Right.
because you're right. 21 there could have just avoided him. Just run. You're out.
The only thing the first baseman could do, he took a step back getting ready to fire it to second so they
He
throw
was.
it around.
He was.
That's all
but he
they was
still
gonna
didn't
do.
go to foul territory, and the
You
runner
know.
was out of the baseline on the inside of the bag.
Just put the double first base in.
Yeah, that would take care of everything.
It probably.
I know some purists don't like it. Just put the double first
Yeah.
base in. I mean, it's dangerous.
I mean,
It's
we got double
dangerous.
first base over at West Wing.
The reason why it's dangerous is like on a close play. Okay, when's he come back in? What if that throws a little bit off?
You're right. It takes so much thinking and trying to figure out what the
Yeah,
plays. And then
right.
most people have no idea the little nuances of every
Right,
little rule.
just put a double first base there because there's a lot of stuff that can happen over there. And just in spirit, I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. So if you got the double first base, then to Kevin's point, you're going to be clearly in the running lane. Now you got no business over there. You got no business over there in fair territory because you're trying to figure out, in all defense of the runner, I'm trying to figure out
how to get to the base.
Yeah.
That's
where
what blew my mind
right.
when the
Yeah.
original argument about, like, I've never been told not to touch first base.
right. I mean, it's just one of those. It's just one of those things where you would just solve a lot of problems. Just put a double first base, and we're done. And I know, that's not what Ty Cobb does. But I mean, I
he didn't hit with a super aluminum
I
bat
get
either.
it. Like I get it. I get it. But it's just like the like people asked me during the game, like, hey, does he have to go all the way back and touch the base after a foul ball? I'm like, years ago, what they would do would be a foul ball, and they would try to hang out close to the next base. Well, they just modified the rule and said, be in the vicinity of the base. You don't have to touch the base, just be in the vicinity of the base. And that solved the problem. So, like, when you see an obvious problem in baseball, the collisions at first base, how can we amend the rule and not really change the spirit of the game? Put the double first base there. It's not going to change a thing. The only thing that's going to change is now he doesn't have to guess when to come into fair territory.
Right.
He can run right to the double first base and run, and
Still has to run.
nobody gets hurt, and you don't have a coach coming out there, oh, Tom, he ran into my guy. Hey, Tom, he's in the, and you have to, no matter what you do on that call, like Terry said, no matter what you do, if you call interference, somebody's going home. Yeah. If you call obstruction, somebody's going home. So why not?
They've got to run the same distance.
Why not just make it simpler and
All
just make
right,
it
guys.
easier
All
on
right,
everybody?
done with that.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. All right, I got 5 other things. Is this the greatest catching
Drill.
you've ever seen? All right, Terry, you've seen some good ones, right?
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Them good old boys can come up with some good ones. Tom, I like this one though. This is one of my favorites. All right, here we go. Kids catching. We're gonna work on our throw downs and protecting home plate. Okay. Got to protect the plate. Got to protect the plate.
Pretty good.
Have you ever seen the run over the kid on the trash can on a rope drill?
He bobbled getting up.
He made the tag, Terry.
He's out.
I could. That is just so awesome. Like,
You're gonna start.
Dad. I don't think Dad had anything to do with that one. I think that was both those kids, don't you?
You're gonna start implementing that, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, if my son could catch, they could. There's a story. Major League Baseball has raised the seams on the balls this year, which is increased drag. This is what they told some of the players, and then that's why some of the balls are so-called dead. Andrew McCutcheon come out and is talking about this. So the seams have been raised. It's causing more drag. So why a lot of the hitters are saying the balls are dying at the tracks.
I would figure if you raise the seams, it would allow the pitchers to get better grip on the ball.
Very.
That does.
It does.
But that's
Yes,
what they're saying.
for
Is
sure.
but because there's more,
Yeah.
if there's less seams, that ball's going to fly out
There's a
more.
big difference in
That's a
grabbing
huge
one
advantage
that's
to the
got-
pitchers. They're able to grip it better, able to get more
Oh,
spin
yeah.
on it, and if it makes it dead, like you're saying.
Tom, you got your daughter. You send her to college, engineering classes. She's doing working real hard, and then the university, they just send her over to the baseball field to make mud balls for the baseball players. So the guys they've got girls sitting in rooms rubbing mud all over the baseballs. Who comes up with this idea? Who's just sitting there like, this is what we need, guys?
Well, let me put it to you as simple as ABC. Last night we go over here, we're doing ponytails, and they got all the balls setting up there, the softballs, and the 12-inch ones. And by that time, Coach Pruitt comes in there, opens up every ball, and rubs them down. He does. Every one of them. I loved it.
All right,
I was like,
Tom.
Coach, that's what's supposed to happen. That's exactly what's
I would just thought let the pitchers do it when they get out there. Just sit there and pay their pay. Well, they're not paying them. She should ask for NIL after that, right?
Right. I know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got 10,000 hits on me rubbing mud on these baseballs.
Yeah.
All right, what's the call here?
Sitting here trying to split hairs over a perfect game in the ninth. I just feel like that call stands. Yeah, I
Hit batter.
They caught him leaning into the pitch.
Oh come on.
They did.
Which way does he turn, Kevin? Look where he turns away. If you turn away, okay, it's a hit batter. If he turns into it, he stepped into it. It's not that hard, guys. Look, here comes the inside pitch. He
Look,
turns
see?
away. The pitch is not a strike. It's not a strike.
No, the pitch is.
It's high and inside.
It's almost in the box.
It's not a strike. Now, if he turns towards
No, it's
it,
in the
you're-
box. Definitely look, Chip. there's the line for
It's
the ball.
not a strike. It's
Yeah.
not a
The
strike.
pitch is in the batter's box.
He turns away. It's not a strike.
The only argument I can see, I'm not.
There's not an argument, Chip.
He didn't step.
The only thing
either.
I
He
see
just-
is that you can see he starts to lean tuck his elbow in. And it looks like him. It looks from this view like that you could make an argument that his elbow twitches
There's no
back out.
argument.
But he come in. He
There's
come
no
in
argument.
automatically.
That's terrible.
he was
I agree,
called-
I agree with you, Tom.
They called him
Now,
out.
I will say that I am not good enough to do the College World Series or even the Little League World Series. But I'm saying that there, if he's here, yeah. If he's here, no. And one thing that a coach told me is like, how could you give that pitch to the pitcher if it's not a strike? It's not a strike. It's not a strike.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
do you guys like to prefer to throw the ball back or give the ball back to the catcher? Do you have any preference?
Okay, every once in a while, it's like if the catcher, like, say he just got hit in the jewels.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw it back.
Terry, is that what you do in the Dixie softball?
Or if he, or like if he just threw his mask off trying to find the ball,
Check this
or
out.
something like that. Just
Check this Yankees catcher getting frustrated with the umpire throwing it back to the pitcher. 1, 2, number 3, 4. In 15 seconds of him.
I love that one.
I'm just gonna tell.
He's wanting the ball so bad.
I'm just gonna tell I'll just tell any umpire, you're not playing.
That dude's out there skipping and throwing.
You're not playing. You're not there to entertain the crowd like all these stupid TikTok videos of dancing umpires and all this nonsense. The game is not about you. Just give the ball to the
Exactly.
catcher.
All
Just
right.
give the ball to the catcher.
Is this a slips or on purpose thing?
I think he didn't have a good release point on this fastball. He missed Mike Redmond,
He did it
but
on
he
purpose.
got Billy the Marlin struck. I don't think he was really thinking
It's
about
A.J.
That's
Burnett.
AJ Burnett. No, I've seen it up again. That's
innocent.
That's purpose.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Wilson. I didn't.
Was he
mean
not
to
happy
break
about
your
the
window.
truck
I
driving
was
while he's
aiming at the
probably
mailbox.
warming up? You know how pitchers are crazy.
You know, he didn't have a good release point on this fastball. He missed Mike Redmond.
Just a bit inside.
Idiot. Got broken glass on the field now.
Took him another
Idiot.
10 minutes to get that
Idiot.
up.
Zach Greinke has a career slugging percentage of .336. The Pirates are at .334 this season. That's how bad hitting has got in baseball. How about, we talk about the old Yankees, the Red Sox, the big city comparisons. How about our own Alec Burleson? More WAR, Terry, hitting 50 points higher, and he's way behind this other cat in All-Star voting.
It's because fans.
That's what I was talking about. Like the Cardinals, like you look at the fan vote, our second baseman's like leading all the second basemen and everything. Fifth, fourth,
People are
sixth.
delusional.
It's that do they have to find a different way to do it now with the internet voting and all that stuff to make it? To try to get the people
The
that
problem
should-
is you can't like separate fans of a team
So,
from fans of the game.
There's another Dodger hitting 70 points lower than our second
There's
baseman.
fa-
He's in the All-Star game.
That's why
or
really
not.
fans should not vote. It should be like people who follow the game because there's fans of the game and fans of a team.
correct.
And by my own admission, I'm more a fan of my teams than the game. But I know there's a group of people out there that are better at that. Just more objective. They watch more games. They know all about all the teams, not just a couple. So
I miss the old the paper ballots when you voted for the All Stars and they put they put the stats.
Well, you
up.
had to go to the game too,
Yeah.
like to get the paper ballots.
Yeah,
and
they put the stats beside each player, like their major stats, and that kind of
All right,
helped.
I want to read this real quick before we get out of here. David Freese, former St. Louis Cardinal, was and he basically his home run won a championship for us and World Series for us, and they voted to put him in the Hall of Fame, but he has declined the invitation. This is his quote. This is something that I've given an extreme amount of thought to humbly even before the voting process began. I'm aware of the impact I had in helping the team bring great memories to the city I grew up in, including the 11th championship. This honor means more to me. I look at who I was during my tenure, and that weighs heavily on me. Cardinals and the entire city have always had my back in every way. I'm forever grateful to be a part of the amazing organization and fan base now into the future. I'm especially sorry to the fans that took the time to cast their votes. Cardinal Nation is basically the reason why I unfortunately waited so long for this decision and have made it more of a headache for so many people. I feel strongly about my decision and understand how people might feel about this. I get it. I'll wear it. Thank you for always being there for me. I'm excited to be around the Cardinals as we move forward. The reason being that he turned it down, if you don't know anything about it, is that he had some drug addiction problems while in St. Louis. Part of his therapy and everything else has been basically he wants to forget that time of his life, and he does not want to be honored for being. He did say basically saying I did not like the person I was during this time.
I don't want to be honored for that time of my life.
Correct.
I got
so. That is the news this week, and him coming out and saying that there in St. Louis. That was a big
commendable
thing this
for
week.
his motivations.
Good luck to him, and hope everything goes well for him and whatever he needs and does. But like you said, waiting on the Cardinals. Actually, the folks in St. Louis, it will take care of him if he needed something. So
yeah,
I think that I hope he's okay and everything. So.
Yeah.
All right. Any other news and notes baseball wise or anything else, guys? Got to get out of here. Happy Saturday. Father's Day last week. Anything else?
Sent Kevin a couple texts yesterday evening. And my oldest sister, was in St. Louis. Went to go watch the Cardinals play. Had great seats behind home plate. I passed along your message. I told her to be careful walking out of the stadium.
I'm serious, y'all. You go to these some of these cities now, pretty bad. But all right, we'll see you guys next week. KDCBroadcast.com.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can, 'cause I am the seed of a chosen